What is going on, guys? It is Luke here. Welcome to the first Wi-Fi battle on Luke's Wi-Fi Battles. It does kind of make sense. So I actually managed to switch the Wi-Fi over last night. Got a few more things I need to do to it before it's actually, you know, up and ready and I can Wi-Fi battle every night. But I have like 3 Wi-Fi battles for you. One of them is actually pretty good. And then I have like 2 like moderately decent ones. So this is a moderately decent one. It's okay. It'll do for now. But there'll be better ones on the way, so don't worry about that. So anyway, you can see the teams. It's actually, you know what, it's pretty much in my favour. Apart from the Dougie, the Kingdra, if he plays those well, then it will give my team a lot of trouble, but let's see. So anyway, I'm playing a guy by the name of Space. So I'm going to go ahead and lead out with Thunder, which is my Rotom. He's going to go ahead and lead out with his Kingdra here. Now, obviously, the baited Volt Switch was quite obvious, but at the same time, Jolteon's at full HP, so it doesn't really matter. There's no reason why I shouldn't go for it. So I end up just going for the Volt Switch. I end up catching the Jolteon, which is absolutely fine because now he's going to stay in here and predict my switch to my Gliscor, I believe. Now, I don't know if he's got the wrong hidden power or anything because this hits Rotom for neutral, and if it was Ice, I would obviously resist it, so I don't know what that was, but I just stay in knowing I can take any hit and just go straight for the Hydro Pump in hopes of taking this thing out because honestly, while this thing is around, Gliscor is not safe, so I really need to take this thing out ASAP. It's also faster than the majority of my team, so he's actually going to stay in here now and go for the Volt Switch. That does a relatively decent amount of damage, I want to say, and he's going to go ahead now and switch out into Dizzy, which is going to be his Hitmontop. Now, I don't really see why he would do that. I mean, I end up going for the Hydro Pump again because I really want to kill that Jolteon. As it turns out, you know, it just kind of brings this in, which takes a Hydro Pump, and actually takes it pretty damn well. Like, I was not expecting that. I was really not expecting that. I know it's got decent Spadef and everything, but it took that too well. So I actually opt to go for the Hydro Pump again here, as I don't know what I was predicting him to do actually, but he does surprise me and he ends up just going straight for the close combat. And I don't know if it's just me, but I was not expecting somebody to bring in a Hitmontop and then go for a close combat. It's generally, I thought, okay, so I need to kill Hitmontop and Dougie so that I can safely set up rocks and not have to worry about them. But as you see, he just goes for the close combat, and I'm like, okay, well now your spinner is almost dead. If this was his spinner, I don't know. So I'm pretty much going to switch out now into Mega Pal, which is my Scizor, and I can either Bullet Punch here, or I can bait it and basically just go for the U-turn, which is what I end up doing, because I know he still has Jolteon, I know he's not going to hit me, and even if he does, I know I can take that hit for days, so I'm just going to go for the U-turn. I do catch the Jolteon. I do take it out, which is absolutely fine, and I can just go back now and I can just switch out into anything I have on my team, which is going to be my T-Tar actually, because I did want to get my rocks up. Now I know he still has the Hitmontop, but what I actually wanted to do, if I couldn't get my rocks up, was bait the Hitmontop so that I could then double switch out straight into my Gliscor. But as you'll see here, he actually ends up bringing in the Kingdra. Now, I'm pretty much forced to stay in because if this thing subs or it Dragon Dances or anything along those lines, I'm in serious trouble. So I actually have to stay in and go for the crunch here because Kingdra destroys this team. Honestly, this team, it does really well, but not against Sun and not against like really heavy hitting water types. So I have to stay in and just look at how much that does. That is ridiculous. I'm a sassy nature T-Tar with like a ridiculous amount of HP and Spadef investment. So you can see I'm actually max HP, I think. That's retarded. So I'm forced to stay in. He's actually going to go for the Scald again here and take me out, which it doesn't really matter too much. I mean, looking at his team, the rocks weren't exactly overly important, but they would have been super nice, I'm not going to lie. So that does suck. I did manage to get my rocks up, but it doesn't really matter in the end anyway. So I'm going to end up switching out into Scizor now. It took me ages to try and calc whether I could take that thing out or not, but I do end up going straight for the Bullet Punch just because, you know, it's a Kingdra, and if he gets a burn on me, or, you know, if he just doesn't do that for whatever reason, does something else, I'm in serious trouble. I actually run the risk of losing the match, so I end up just going straight for the Bullet Punch as he brings in the Hitmontop as fodder, which is fine. It gives him a free switch out to his Crawdon here, which is, again, not really great because it's one of these water type attackers, so I'm forced to go out into Caitlyn. And he's going to go for the Waterfall, which is great because I really thought he was going to go for the Dragon Dance, and that would have been trouble. So ends up going for that, and look how much that does. That's retarded. So I end up going for the Secret Sword here, which is awesome because that will end up taking that out, you know, being Pipe Dark and everything else, which is great because, you know, Crawdon's defenses are, I don't know, as far as I'm aware, they're ass. So I end up taking it out. I do get a crit. I really don't think it mattered because that is choice specs. So yeah, it's a Keldeo. So I end up taking that out. Now he's going to go back out to Kingdra. Now I thought that we were out of the rain for some reason. Maybe we were, I don't know. I literally have no idea. I just derped at the time. So he outspeeds me and thankfully misses the Draco. Oh my god. So I end up taking it out. Thank god it missed the Draco. So I'm going to switch out now. Obviously I don't want to let Caitlyn die to this thing because I don't even know what it wants to do, but I'm assuming Grass Stab. That's why I go out into Scizor. He ends up going for the Leech Seed, which is perfectly fine. Again, I still have options here. I can go for the U-turn, I can go for the Bullet Punch. I'm obviously not going to go for the Bullet Punch. I could go for the Pursuit if I wanted to, but then I basically leave Scizor locked into Pursuit for whatever else wants to come in. So for that reason, I believe right here I actually end up just going for the U-turn as he decides to bring in a Dugtrio. Now, really, he should have saved this for a Terrakion, and I actually mis-saved Terrakion, and instead of Stone Edge, I left Volt Switch on there from when I saved over a Rotom, so my bad. Oh god, that was bad. So anyway, I end up switching out now. I end up going back out into Caitlyn because I can pretty much just do whatever. He ends up bringing in the Fruit Ninja again, the Executor. Now, I honestly thought that I had a slight minimal chance to take this out, just because, you know, I am Choice Specs and everything, and I am a Keldeo. I don't quite take it out, which really sucks. I do get it really low, but yeah, Caitlyn's gonna die, which sucks. So I don't know, it does, but gets the Citrus Berry. I believe this is going to be one of those like recycle sets, is it? Maybe, I don't know, but anyway, it ends up taking me out with the Psychic, which really sucks because, you know, Keldeo dying is never good. So that does give me a free switch, so I'm just going to go out into my Scizor, and now I can just Bullet Punch all the things. So I hope you guys enjoyed the first Wi-Fi battle. It was a semi-decent match. I hope you guys realised that when I play PO, I play to win big time when I do, and then on Wi-Fi, I play to win in the sense that I will do whatever I can to win, so I will sack anything and everything. I don't care about the end result, as long as I win. Hopefully you guys see that. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave a like for the first ever Wi-Fi battle, click to subscribe and join the Keldeo army, and I will see you guys for tomorrow's video. Peace.